Hey Flood guys, my name is Jessica from Peterson SEO, and today I spoke with Belinda, and she wasn't exactly sure who should get this video, so hopefully you guys can help me get it to the right person. Today we're going to go over some tips that you guys can start applying right away that's really going to help with your online presence and getting more organic leads. It's important to note that 70% of your organic leads are going to come from this website. So it is really important that your website be properly optimized so you can capture that traffic. So as you can see, we are on your website and you have a decent website. It has the basic fundamentals that it should have, but there are several issues. So we're going to try and quickly go over those. So you do have a separate page for every one of your services, which is good. Let's go down here. You have interlinking between pages, which is also good. More interlinking. I am not seeing any local buyer intent keywords. While these are keywords, these are considered national. And so you're going to get a bunch of false traffic rather than buyer intent traffic by using national keywords throughout your website. And also throughout your website, there is a ton of linking going out to other businesses, counties, and states. Well, some of these are okay. By doing so many links, you're actually hurting your website. So you don't want to give out too many of those do follow links so that you dilute everything that you're trying to do for yourself. So you've got 3 locations, which is great, and you service multiple areas. So we'll go over that in just a second, but before we get there, Google does not rank your website based on appearance. It's all based on content. Content is key, and you need a lot of this content throughout your entire website. You need more content than your top competitors, and Google wants your homepage to have a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content focused around local buyer intent keywords. So that's going to be the keywords people are actively searching for in your community for the services like these that you're offering. So they're going to have a location with these keywords. People may not know the name of your business, but they know the service that they need, and so that's what they're going to be searching, and that's how Google wants your content written throughout your entire website. You need 150 words for every keyword that you're going to try and rank for. Every single one of these pages need to have their own original content and their own keywords that are local buyer intent. But if you actually go through all your pages, you're going to notice that while you do have a little bit of content, you don't have any good keyword usage. So this is part of the problem of being found for your services. So you definitely need to refine your content and focus on your keyword strategy. Now, since you have multiple locations, each location should have their own page. In addition to that, every service area that you service should have their own page. Any service area that you service that has any search volume for your services in that community needs its own page so you can be found in that area for your service. Now, looking at here, if you look at the look here in the lower part of the screen, okay? If you notice, as I scroll over these, each of these are being redirected to another website. So none of this is actually helping you. Listing the cities and directing it to another business or a county is not helping you. This is actually going to hurt you. Having the cities listed is one thing to try and hopefully appear organically, but redirecting redirecting yourself to 100 different websites, you're diluting your power. You're sending what little bit of power your website had everywhere else, by giving all of these do follow backlinks. So um, you should really remove all those links. Now, you do need separate pages for these, but they need to be on your website with their own original content. These should all be like mini home pages with a summary of your services, with their own keywords. All right, so um, Google has robots that index all of these pages, pulling that original content and keywords so they can index you, rank you, and put you in front of your customers when they're searching for you. All right, that took a little bit longer. I'm sorry. So here is your top competitor. They have a nice website. They have separate pages for each of their services and service areas. Each page has their own unique content. They are going after the local buyer intent keywords. They've got the interlinking between pages and just a ton of content throughout their website. So in order to beat these guys, or any other competitors, you have to do better. You have to have more content, more pages, and the content needs to be built around those local buyer intent keywords for the services in each of those communities. Sorry, I'm going to scroll a little fast here. Um, so that'd be the first step. But a website by itself isn't enough. You have to have SEO to support it. So you do have some SEO, I guess, working for you, or you did at some point. Um, you have a rank of a 6 out of 100 in Google's trust flow. This is for your website as a whole. Google doesn't have a whole lot of trust in your website, and that's 100% because you're referring domains and backlinks. Not all are created equal. You need highly authoritative ones. You need do follows coming to your website instead of you giving them away. You need Google only gives you credit for one backlink for every referring domain. So all of these extras, Google are considering spam, which is hurting your trust score. You have been indexed for 38 keywords, and you are getting approximately 2 people to your website. Out of your referring domains, only 43 are do follows. So that means out of 500 backlinks, only 43 are actually helping your website. If we look at your keywords real quick, you have one keyword that is on the first page of Google, and it's a national term. In fact, most of your keywords on the first several pages are national keywords, which are going to give you false metrics because unless you're servicing the entire United States, when people land on your page because of those keywords and being ranked number one and find out that you're in Washington and they're in Minnesota, they're going to bounce off your website. So you really do need to focus on those local buyer intent keywords so you can start converting that traffic. If we look at your competitor, they still have a low rating of a 10 with over 1,000 backlinks, which again shows you that not all backlinks are created equal. But because they have a ton of pages and content, they're actually indexed for over 800 keywords, and they're getting over 765 people on average to their website per month, and there's still a ton more traffic to get. So you guys are missing out on a ton of traffic. And the last thing I want to talk about is this Google Maps section or Google My Business. Your goal should be to be in this top section in every one of your service areas and locations, because 30% of people come straight to the maps and won't go anywhere else. And so if you're not in this top 3, you're sending all those leads to your competition. So, in order to be in the top three, there are several factors, but one of the most important factors are citations, and that's going to be the name of your business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Facebook, Yellow Pages, Dex, LinkedIn, etc. So, you need a ton of those, and you're going to need a lot more than your top competitor. And when you follow all of these tips I provided you today, your website can be number one across Google for all of your services, locations, and service areas using those local buyer intent keywords. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I know it was a lot, but I hope that you can apply these tips and start capturing the traffic that should be yours. I would love to get some feedback on what you thought of this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.